Okay, we are going to be going over transformations of polynomials. So our initial domain for our example will be includes -2 to 4, and it doesn't include 4. And then our initial range will be -infinity to 3, and it includes 3. So our transformation is going to be 2p of -2x minus 3, and then plus 1. So let's go over what happens to all of our x values. So basically, to all of our x values, we apply the inverse, or we apply the inverse of everything inside of our parentheses here. So the first thing we do, we'll add 3 to all of our x values. So we have x plus 3, and then we're left with -2x. So the inverse operation for multiplication is, of course, division. So we divide it by -2, and that's going to become our new x value. And so let's do that to the domain. So our new domain is going to be, because there's a negative there, which is going to be a -x. Oh, excuse me, there. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So, we can actually, we can write this differently. So we just have -x minus 1 divided by 2. Or minus 3, is that what I said? Okay. So for our domain, we will apply these values, but because there's a -x there, we have to swap them. So we'll start with 4, because it goes from the least to greatest there. So we know that for the transformation for the value 4 is going to be lesser than that of -2, because there's a negative there. So what we first do, we make it a negative, so we have -4. So what we do then is -4, then we subtract 3 from -4, which is -7, and then we divide it by 2, which is -3.5. And then we get our first value, which is -2, and we do the same. So we have -2. We subtract 3, or no. We make it negative, so we get +2, and then we subtract 3, which is -1, and then we divide it by 2, which is -0.5, or -1/2, and that is inclusive. Okay, now for our range, what will happen to all of our y values, first of all, is going to be, just because it's outside, we just do that to all of our y values. So it's basically 2y plus 1 becomes y. So what will happen to our range now is we just apply that to all the values in our range. And because there are no negatives, we can just keep those in their current locations. So this will be -infinity, and this will become 2 times 3, which is 6. Then we add 1 to that, which is 7. So it is our new range is -infinity to 7, and it inclusive. So those are our new domains and ranges and bounds, whatever you want to call them. And that's what happens to all of our values. So there's transformation there. So thanks for watching.